Welcome to the final edition for 2021's Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. Once again, it appears my workplace is not doing the company outing due to COVID crap. Therefore, like last year, we're going to end the 2021 season, although 2020 last year, obviously, at Lakeview Driving Range, another place close to home, here in Lunenburg, Mass. They got the pitch and putt there, mini golf. So let's go and get ourselves ready to go. So pardon any jitters, I cannot do anything about that. So no groups bigger, who cares? 6 strokes per hole. Everyone who cares, replace ball out of bounds where it went out, 1-stroke penalty. Water and sand traps are also a 1-stroke penalty. If I'm remembering correctly, this place is full of penalties just waiting to happen. Place ball against rail or obstacle may be moved 1 club length, no penalty. Anyone who cares, alcoholic beverages, no fun. And here's our scorecard. And let's get the party started with hole number 1. Zoomed in just so you can get in tighter. Par number. There we go. Had this thing on fixed focus for bowling. Anyway, hole 1, par 2. They have the little flags. So basically, it's a straight shot, except we got this berm right here. Kind of a bend right there. Otherwise, it's relatively flat. And it goes to the hole. Last game of 2021. There's the first putt. And it's looking pretty good, and then it curls left. A little hard. Slightly long putt. There it goes, and in the hole. Before we get to hole 2, it was hard to prove, but so we got a driving range here, and they got a big thing to keep us safe from them. And I don't get the blue dye thing, but whatever. Hole number 2. You got to go through Mr. Rock. Yeah, just like last time, it's windy, although slightly less, and I mean just slightly. You go under the rock, straight shot to the hole. This is the safest side if you try not to go around our styrofoam rock. These are styrofoam, hard to believe. But watch out here. There's a drop. You don't want to go in there. I got lucky last year and avoided all these penalties. Well, almost all of them. But through the rock to the hole. First putt. Which way will it go? Looks like it's gonna go through the rock. And heading somewhat close to the hole. This is going for par. There's the shot, and off to the right. Hole number 3, par 3. This is one of those that looks like they've overestimate how much you need, but you never know. You got this big uphill here, and then you got another big uphill here. You got a berm to protect you from 1-stroke penalty Blue Lake there, but if you're way off, nothing protecting you there. Trying to get to the hole. First shot, and up the first hill. Going up. Oh no, it goes down the second hill. Stops short of going down the first. Second shot, going for birdie. Going up the hill, just to the left. And the berm protects the ball from going into the river. This is for par. There it goes and into the hole. Hole number 4, par 3. It's more of obstacles why they're par 3 rather than distance. Anyway, You got the hot dog over there, and you got the one-stroke penalty Blue Lake over there. You got to find the magic balance between the playing it safe zone or right in between here, because if you're too far to the right, into the lake you go. But other than that, plus the fact that you can go down, wind up in the rough, or worse, in the Blue Lake, trying to get to the hole.
First shot. And going through the middle. Ooh, so close, but oh no! Almost went into the river. So close. Second shot. Back up the hill, and ooh, so close again.
Looking at the roller coaster there at Whalum Park, we're at hole number 5. This is a par 2. We start here. And another tricky one. We got a big single hill to climb. But we got to be careful. There's another hill that just barely keeps you out of the one-stroke penalty hill. And of course, you don't want to go past that so you can easily get to the hole.
First shot. And there it goes. Goes up the hill. Close to the hole. The small hill pushes it back, but not towards the first. Makeable. Second shot. Right into the hole.
Hole number 6, par 2. So, again, more danger, more peril. You could go right of Styrofoam Rock or left of Styrofoam Rock where there's this huge hill, which may or may not be a bad thing or a good thing. And again, if you overshoot, big hill and now rough. But again, very hard to avoid overshooting to get to the hole.
First shot. And going for the banking, which turns the ball towards the hole, and ooh, so close.
Hole number 7, par 2. Again, it looks somewhat straightforward, but you got the gradual to suddenly great big hill over there. And it flattens out like half and half here. And the line is cutting it close to one-stroke penalty Blue Lake here to get to the hole here.
First shot. Aiming right for the middle and hitting the berm ever so slightly, bringing the ball somewhat closer to the hole. Once again, going for par, and again.
This driving range goes entirely uphill. So if you're able to hit 150 or 200 yards away, or the houses over there, you're really doing something impressive. So we're here at hole number 8. The beehive hole, which apparently isn't a thing this time. Last time they said to play right because there was a bee's nest somewhere in there. No signage this time. Looks like they might have taken down some. Looks like they've taken down some of the shrubbery. Anyway, either way, I mean, slightly less room on this side of the lake because of how it's done. Again, this is one you don't want to overshoot because then you could wind up behind the tree in that omega of failure trying to get to the hole.
First shot. Taking the right side and bouncing off the rocks. Somewhat close again to the hole. For another par shot and in the hole.
Hole number 9, wrapping up the first half. You got a uphill over here. Fairly flat straightaway from that point. Again, sand trap, not good. Then a huge bump with some rough. And then you got the berm over there. But you want to aim for the hole over here.
First shot. Gotta get up that small hill. There it goes. Up the hill. A little off to the side. Relatively close to the hole. Going for par. There's the shot, and ooh, it rode the rim. So far, this is somewhat impressive. Everything except for a couple of holes were at par. Hole 2, yeah, we struggled a little bit and was 1 over. The funny thing is, hole 9 was the easier one of many of those before it, yet it's the one that we went over again. So we're only over by 2, as you can see by the asterisk. That's the point in which par was reached for the particular front 9. The par is 20. We're at 22. So far, not bad at all. Let's see if we can keep that going.
That was a surprisingly good first half. We know how that typically goes. Anyway, we're on hole number 10, and it is a par. I didn't even put in my numbers. Par 2. So I got to fill in hole 9's numbers. Anyway, we start here, and we got the hazard there and the sausage over there. And a drop over here, which cradles your ball in this area, which is a good thing, to make it somewhat easier to get to the hole.
First shot. And there it goes. Hits the berm, goes down the hill, and ooh, just missed the hole.
Hole number 11. Another par 2. We start here. And then it's somewhat a straight shot to the hole, but you gotta cut it really close and start way to the right like my ball is placed. Otherwise, you're gonna need help from this berm, which will overpower it. And if you overpower it, you can wind up there, which will make it much more difficult to get to the hole.
First shot. And there it goes. It's off to the right. It bounces off the wall. It's a bit far away. Second shot. And there it goes, and not enough power.
Hole number 12, par 3. Again, this place is more for obstacles than the distance for a 3 par. Anyway, you got a couple of choices. You could go to the right of the lake, which doesn't make sense, or to the left of the lake, but not too far to the left. You could go into the sand trap. You want to hit this berm so that it'll help carry your ball to this big downward drop, which once again cups the ball near the hole.
First shot. Very narrow range to get it right. There it goes. Hits the berm. Misses the trap. Cupped in. Somewhat close to the hole. Second shot. There it is. And, ooh, close, but no cigar.
Hole number 13, par 3. I believe this is one of the holes that gave me trouble last year. Anyway, it's straight. You got the berm here to help guide your ball. Same thing over here to guide your ball. And this is where I believe problems occurred last time. The big drop, and I wound up behind styrofoam rock. But if you keep it straight, it's not much preventing you from getting the ball into the hole.
First shot, aiming to the right. There it goes. Hits the berm, hits the wall, bounces off the other wall, and meanders to a stop. Second shot, bit to the right, hits the wall, and down the hill against the rock. It's doable. This is for par. Up the hill, and just barely missed to the left.
Wow, look at all those people on that roller coaster. A lot of happy people there. Anyway, hole number 14. This is a par 3. Again, you're really pressing your luck here. You could try to hit this ultra narrow section between one penalty lake and the rough, or go on this side, which is slightly safer, but you got this strong berm that could once again force you into one stroke penalty land, which then come over here, your ball could easily go into one stroke penalty lake on your way to the hole.
First shot, gonna aim right, and to the right it goes. The berm holds the ball in, goes left of the hole. Pretty doable shot. Second shot, fairly close to the hole, and just missed left.
Hole 15, par 3. Again, more obstacle versus distance. It's simple enough. 4 styrofoam rocks to worry about. And there's a slightly narrower passage than appears that will safely get you to the hole.
First shot, there it goes, in between the rocks, and just to the right of the hole. Second shot, there it goes, and it rode the rim for par, and that's pathetic.
Hole 16, par 2. We start here. And again, you got 2 avenues to take. That one's a bit long. I don't know why you would take it. But you got a narrow passage here for which a berm could send your ball into one stroke penalty lake. Otherwise, it's a fairly flat trip to the hole.
First shot, right at the berm, rides it, and gets very close to the hole. Looks pretty good. This is for par, and in it goes.
Dreaded hole 17, par 3. This one caused major headaches. This was a downfall. And I think when I show you this and you've seen last year's, you'll see why. We got a downhill right here, curving towards one stroke penalty lake. And then another curve, even forcing your ball more towards one stroke penalty lake. The rough would be saving you, but you would be straddling the edge of this thing. Hopefully miss the sausage, or maybe that might help to try and get to the hole.
First shot, and it's hooking to the left, and it's going down the berms. The rough is not stopping it. Penalty. This is for par. Up the hill and just past the hole. This is for the bogey. It's probably best to just play it safe and make it a weak tap. And then go for the double bogey. And there you go.
Just like the first time, that whole water hazard, once again, courtesy of those drops, cost me again. Pretty much wrecked the game. But, overall it went fairly well. But still. Anyway, we're on hole 18 looking at this very convincing pipe river going down the Falls and into One Stroke Penalty Lake, which we have visited today. Last hole, well, technically not. We'll get to that in a moment. Just a straight shot to the hole. I got stupid lucky last year. I overshot, went over the berm, shot it back around the berm, and it went directly into the hole.
First shot. There it goes. It's a hair off to the right. And just barely misses the hole. And ooh, the berm just made it go by. Well, the second half didn't go as well as the first. Yeah, we had some one-overs, but the one at 15 was just plain pathetic. I mean, it was just a weak shot, and it went to the side. That's just plain terrible. And, of course, hole number 17, the one with the lean and sends your ball into the lake, it did it again, and that cost quite a few strokes there. So, as you can see at hole 16, the plus sign representing the par for the entire course when you add the two, and then the asterisk on hole 17 is where we went over for the back nine. So the whole par is 43 for the entire course, and we got 50, which is 7 over, and that actually is okay. We could say it would have went a little bit better, but unfortunately, we had the same incidents, and of course that really stupid thing. So that'll be it, but before we go, we're going to go to the 19th hole and see if we can win a free game.
And now, a chance for a free game. We came very close last time, did not do it. So, 19th hole, and they cleared up this glass. The plexiglass that was on there before was all, you could barely see anything out of it. Yeah, it's definitely plexiglass, which is why they say don't climb on it. Even if it's glass, you wouldn't want to do that either. Anyway, one shot from there. Up the ramp, hopefully up the white ramp as well, and into that hole. Probably not going to happen. Probably won't be even as close as we were before. But let's see what happens. You never know.